Hey Soul Fam, Amelia Adair here. Hope you guys are feeling good and doing good. I'm feeling good, I'm doing good. And you know I got a great topic for you today. Let's get into some things, let's grow, let's heal, and let's work on being better versions of ourselves than we were yesterday. Alright, Soul Fam? Now, if you've been following me for some time, you know that I'm always transparent with you. So I just wanted to talk about how I heal spiritually. All right? And when I say spiritually, within. All right? Number one, Soul Fam, when I first started my journey and I first started healing, I just wanted some change in my life. I just was so fed up with, I was fed up with everything, okay? Yeah. When I say everything, Soul Fam, I was fed up in the relationship I was in. I was fed up with family. I was fed up with friends. I was fed up with it all. I was just giving so much. I came a long way. I was always that shoulder for friends to lean on. And I got to a point where you get to a fed up point, Soul Fam, where you're trying in all of your relationships, you're giving in all of your relationships, and there's but so much anyone could take. It's like the straw that broke the camel's back. So when I started to kind of like close the doors, I started to grow spiritually. We're spirits. Okay, spirits having a human experience. So you have to get to know what your spirit likes, what your spirit don't like. I got me a coach, Soul Fam. I like to educate myself. I don't like to just wing it. So I like to read and apply knowledge, and that's what I teach. I'm not gonna ever tell you to just believe what I say. Do research for yourself. Learn for yourself. I, as a coach, ask you questions that you can learn how to answer for yourself. Okay? You never want to just be following and become real robotic. You want to be able to use your mind. Okay? So I got a coach, and I worked on areas that were my weak points. Family relationships. Okay? Relationships, kind of, sort of, not really, but having relationships with other people and knowing how to set boundaries, learning how to have standards, and not just going into things blindly, okay? So when I got a coach, I had so many questions, okay? I had so many questions about myself that I was just unaware of. So getting a coach helped me have more awareness on what I'm getting myself into and what is expected. And that's broad. What's expected meaning, like, if I'm gonna change, okay, I have to expect to work hard. You know, I have to expect to show up. I have to expect to be let down. So that is more when I say what's expected, okay? I didn't expect anyone to tell me my future, you know, like what's gonna happen on this date and this date. No, that's not what I'm talking about, okay? I'm talking about what's expected as far as hard work, showing up, results. If you want results, you gotta expect to do X, Y, and Z. So getting a coach helped me have clarity, okay? Because you have to understand, Soul Fam, that all of my years prior to healing and being more in my spirit, I was always taught to follow direction, right? Go here, do this, do that, do this, do that. And it never left me in a place where I was able to make a decision on my own. You know, like it's like I kind of was always taught to look for validation, look for congratulations, look for people outside of me to validate my moves, if that makes sense. And when you work more on your spiritual side and you work more into the spirit, you start to understand that you don't need those outside things. You don't need those outside people. All of that is extra, okay? But when you are not looking for outside things and you are looking within, you have to learn how to have clarity with that. Because if you have a lot of, I don't even know if we can say the word, trauma, right? If you have a lot of unhealed wounds, then you can be misguided because you could be operating from a hurt place. And when you're operating from hurt and you're not healed, it's not your true self. It's not your true spirit. It's your hurt self. It's your hurt spirit. It's your lower self. So when you learn how to elevate and grow and heal and make better decisions, you learn how to make better decisions from a better place spiritually, right? You do more things that you want to do. Not someone taught you how to do this, so this is what you should be doing. And when people say you're programmed, that's what they mean by you're programmed. You don't know how to control what's around you. You're more reactive and not responsive. So when you're growing spiritually, you find a coach that you can connect with and you're not being judged. You're not being manipulated. They're not becoming your God. Oftentimes people say, I'm spiritual, right? And they're not understanding that they cannot make other people their gods. You have to do the work to heal, right? You have to do the work to heal from the anger that you may feel towards someone. You have to do the work to heal from the things people have done to you or put on you. People may have said, you'll never be nothing, or you're not good enough, or, so you have to fight against those negative entities that will put on you, those negative spirits, right? And then moving forward, you can't be afraid to go out and try new things. Oftentimes, we get so wrapped up in our head and get so wrapped up in the fifth world and the sixth world and numbers and all this stuff that we just are afraid to just live our life. We're afraid to get hurt again. We're afraid to do anything because we think like, oh, I'm gonna get hurt. Okay, get hurt. Don't be afraid, Soul Fam, to go out there and make new experiences with people. Don't be afraid to go out there and make a fool of yourself. Make some mistakes. We often searching for all the answers in the world, online, in people, about life and about our life, that we forget that we have to start creating again. Go out there and create new relationships with people. Go out there and start your brand again. Your brand didn't do so well. It had a rocky start. Start over. The great part that I've learned after all the hurt I felt and all the things that I may have fell a little short with, trying to just be this perfect person, is that it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have all the answers. You have to go out there, have conversation, meet new people, get new jobs, try again, go to a different school, try it again, and don't be so upset about the time you took trying. Oftentimes we get so wrapped up in, I spent this much time doing this, as if, what else would you be doing? Good. be afraid to talk to someone. Oftentimes we are just so afraid to share with another person and think that that other person can judge you. That other person, even if they judge you, they can't judge you. And we can't be so worried about what other people are thinking about us and how people are perceiving us, because social media puts a big impact on point of view, right? People can see you and like you or dislike you. And now you start to develop that care, that strong care that, oh, what if I don't get this amount of likes? What if I don't have this many likes? What if I don't have this many follows? Woo! When you go out there in life, so fam, and you're having this experience, you'll start to realize that the amount of likes, comments, views does not matter. When you go out and you have a fart. I was gonna say a heartfelt, but I said it in one word. When you go out and have a fart, when you go out and have a heartfelt conversation with someone that you don't even know, right? You're just sitting in the park and you and this person start laughing and joking. That experience, laughing, joking, and being goofy, is so much more valuable, so much more fulfilling than likes. You know, like if you go online and you see 20 people like my picture, it doesn't compare to a conversation you will have that will impact someone long term. It doesn't compare to sharing valuable moments with someone in person. And we've become so accustomed to sharing things online that we are not even having these in-person experiences anymore. And I found myself only looking for places or going to places where people are not on their phones, because I understand the value of a hug. A hug. There's so many people out here that just want a hug, that I just be wanting to hug everybody, that I be having to realize you can't hug everybody. But your neighbors, we don't even know our neighbors, our real neighbors. But we need to get back to the little things. Your spirit is probably missing the little things that matter so much more. The little things like a hug, a phone call, a conversation. Our spirit isn't used to unrealistic affection, right? Unrealistic likes, unrealistic views. You can have all that. You can have a million views and a million people watching you. But if you don't have one person thinking about you in real life, giving you a hug in real life, you're never going to feel fulfilled. You're going to always be searching for more and looking for more, because that place that you feel internally can only be fulfilled physically. Someone to hold your hand, someone to laugh with, someone just come knock on your door and chill. Yeah, we can chill on live, but then when you hang up the phone, you're like, it's like you didn't really do anything. It's like a dream. It's like fake, you know. But when you do things in person, is when you'll know. All right, so fam, If you ever want to talk and have a conversation, let's talk about it. My details are always below. If you want to take a course and you want to heal, I have courses available. In order to be a part of the Soul Fam, all you have to do is apply the knowledge, subscribe to the channel. If you want to read a book and get into some physical activity, 77 Pieces of Poetry is available on Amazon. And I have other books available as well to help you heal and to help you get to know me more. I'm an open book, literally, because I understand the transparency that's needed for us to have good understanding and connect with one another. All right, Soul Fam, Amelia Adair here. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm going to see you at the next one.